about that. But we might crack on with our tidbits straight up. I think, Davo, you might be up first, mate. It is you.
Yeah, so first one, good old big puppy, David Ortiz has a career OBP of 380. Barry Bonds' career on-base percentage, if you turned all 762 of his home runs into outs, was 384. So that's just crazy how good a hitter Ortiz was to have on base of 380. That you take out Barry's 760 home runs, he still had an on base of 384.
That's
Insane.
crazy.
I'm going to add Bonds to my team list later on. We're going to have a little bit of a viewer questionnaire for you guys soon, that's for sure. So, insane stats, isn't it?
Yeah. And then this one, good old Albert, another big home run hitter. So according to StatCast, his average home run trot over the years was tracked at 26 seconds. So if you count that over his full career, Albert spent just over 5 hours of his life running bases for home runs.
Machine. Tank, if you're still listening, mate, you got to hit him over the fence so you don't have to run fast, I reckon.
Yep, that's it. You just got to... Well, George Brett, there's a comment from George Brett in the Hall of Fame. It's a lot easier to hit the ball over the fence and jog around rather than sprint and stop it first.
Yep, absolutely.
But,
absolutely.
Yeah.
A couple of good ones there, Davo.
Stats, what don't they put a stat on these days?
Yep. Hearing
Nothing.
it. I'd like a stat on how many times this has been mentioned on the show. There's 2 spots left on the end of season trip for Tigers baseball.
I'll get in fast if you want.
And D-Mac, mate, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Not sure.
D-Mac might have to pull out now. The old broken wing. Hardest custard, that bloke.
Not nice. Not nice, that's for sure.
Soft. Drink with the other hand.
All right, Randall. Give it to me.
NFL started this week, so I thought we'd get this one in nice and early. This is the first time in the Chiefs have lost the season opener since 2015. Your Chiefs. Hudson, What is going on?
I actually read 2014, so I'll take that 2015. That's
even worse.
Fantastic. But
only way is up, same as the Tigers, mate.
Yeah, well, T.F. Hudson said the Bills are terrible today. The receivers for the Chiefs were much worse, I reckon. But anyway, we'll get to them later. You can give me a serve a bit later on about the Chiefs.
Yeah, this one floated around a little bit today. After they beat the Cardinals today, Baltimore Orioles have become the first ML team in history to beat every other team at least once in a single season. So obviously this year they've changed it around so that you actually play everyone. You play every one of the other 29 teams. So yeah, they've actually now beat every single one of those 29 teams in a game.
Quality.
Flying high.
Can they win the whole thing, Randall?
Oh, mate. It's going to be tough. They're going to probably... Who do you reckon they come up against? Braves? Dodgers? They're probably the one of the two. Yeah. Both pretty good teams. So, mate...
Can't make it yet.
That's exactly right, Davo. They haven't even got their division wrapped up, you know. I think they're 3 games ahead of Tampa Bay, so... And they've got a 4-game series against each other coming up I think next week. So,
and the Blue Jays are flying home too with the wet sail. So, a short series. And you look at out west, both teams out west are doing well. So,
look at the end of the day, battle. I think they've got their magic numbers 5 for a playoff spot. So they need to win 5 more games for a playoff to lock in a playoff spot. So. We'll just see what happens, Yeah, D-Mac raises strong finishes as well. They are. But losing McClanahan and, Franco and a couple of those guys, that probably does hurt them a little bit.
Yeah. Any news on Franco? Is he playing in Japan yet, or?
I think he's in jail, mate.
I haven't heard anything about him or Urias.
He's with Urias.
No, nothing,
Urias, yeah.
Yeah. I've heard nothing. It's
haven't
gone
heard
dead silent.
Both gone back to high school.
Yes. Yes, they have. You make a lot of money in this game. Just ask my ex-wives. Both of them are so rich that neither of their husbands work. Lee Trevino. What a legend.
Yep. Legend.
Yeah.
Absolute legend. And he's probably true.
Yeah.
And this one, Giolito is the first pitcher to allow 8+ runs in a game for 3 different MLB teams in the same season since Bill McGee did so in the 1899 for the Louisville Colonels. Oh my God, 1899. So Philadelphia Phillies and Washington Senators. That's massive.
That's
Not only is it that he's played for 3 teams this season, but that stat, 8 runs in multiple teams. Unbelievable.
He's struggled. He hasn't had a great year.
Yeah.
I think he even said it when he got shelled the other day. He just said exactly that.
Yeah.
I went out there and I got smacked around.
Yep.
What more can I say?
At least he owns it.
That's
no point denying it. It's like, hey, it's happened. Next start, let's go.
Was it last year or the year before he threw no-hitter? Was it last year?
Year before, I think.
Yeah, okay. But
yeah, D-Mac, that's a fair point, mate. Better year than Alec Manoah. Not wrong.
I think he's
playing
for the Durham Bulls or something now. Who knows where he'll end up.
And as for Urias, they've actually given his locker away in the Dodgers clubhouse.
Yeah, right.
Colton Wong's now got it. So that says a lot about the Dodgers distancing themselves from him.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure does.
At least Franco still has a locker in the Rays. That's about it. But to give away the locker says a lot.
Yeah, so all his signs are down. I think we shared that a few weeks back, but
to
get rid of your locker, I think he's done. So anyway, rounds out our tidbits.